Day 2 of our Southern California road trip, and today we're on the 91 East heading out into the mountains towards Ontario and Pomona. We're going to go and dig through some antique malls today and see what goodies and treasures we can find. Get up to our elbows in some dust and dirt, and hopefully get some nice goodies for you guys to see. This is what it's all about. Southern California in the 50s. Must have. Wow, look at some of these 50s and 60s toys. They're pulling big money nowadays. You can see this Buddy L, which looks like it's never been out of a box. That's going to set someone back $350 US. But a beautiful piece. And a lovely old girl up here. Dump truck, look at this. Definitely 50s. Look at the full fenders, fully enclosed. Been played with, someone's loved this, but just a beautiful toy. That'll set you back 150 US. But just the same, a lovely toy. Have a look at this stall. This guy clearly had something to do with 7-Up, because it's literally everywhere. And 7-Up in the 50s and 60s and 70s in the USA was a big seller, competing with the likes of Coca-Cola. And have a look at this baby. A magnificent 7-Up fridge. You can own this one for about 800 US, which is over $1,000, but still great man cave piece. This is one piece I particularly like. I often pick these up. It's the little tabletop jukebox, and it's a lovely little piece. This one is a Camel. Some of them were advertised up for particular retailers, and this is a Camel cigarettes one. Lovely little piece. And for the girls, wow, look at this, circa 1950s. Here's your hairdryer. Beautiful. So this is what it's all about for all of us car guys, is the old 50s and 60s garage memorabilia. Come on through, have a look at some of these old pumps. Some of this stuff's magnificent. There's a beautiful old Nash Parts sign around the corner here that we'll have a look at. Throws you back to a different time. Look at this, it's a Team Indian jacket, vintage Indian racing jacket. That's pretty cool. Well, this is true junkyarding, isn't it really? Check this baby out. It's got to be a 50s International Harvester school bus. Hasn't got a price on it, but they're pulling big money nowadays. The hot rod guys love these things. And as you go down through the yard, there's front ends. There's an old Hudson down the end, a Caravan. I mean, junkyard heaven, this place. Well, you know I love these old vintage Caravans, but I can't for the love of me work this one out. Have a look at this for an entry place. Hello. So yeah, made for somebody who is height challenged, one would suggest. Well, 259 bucks US, you'd probably get it for 200, and a beautiful big old 76 gasoline acrylic. If you've got a big shed wall, that's the way to go. I would guess that this beautiful old girl is a late 40s, maybe a 50 Packard. Believe it or not, it's a hearse. Forget the colours. She's painted in a 50s soft aqua mint colour, but in a day she was would have been a high-end hearse for those on their last trip into the 50s. What can I say? Captain Cal, Bill's Muffler Shop, right here in California. The weird and the wonderful. Ford Bongo front end, hanging on your shed, great man cave piece. 1960s, maybe 70s, little Javelin dragster. Who remembers the banana seat, the sissy bar, the little tank on the frame? It's all there, complete little bike. Something we can't take home but would love to. Cigar Store Indian. 850 bucks, and she's yours. And something else we can't take home. Always makes me a bit sad when I see these things. Remarkable condition for its age, a little 1 gallon easy pourer. Still got the plastic pourer on the side, so yeah, heading back home to Lost in the 50s Museum. Well, you can't always be buying stuff for cars and for the boys and the museum. I'm always on the lookout for something a little bit different for my girls with their little salons. Bought a few of these over the years, none of them so far in leopard skin, but I know my girls are going to love this shoe chair for the hairdressing salon. Well, we're here in Ontario, California at Treasures and Junk with the owner Chad of this antique mall, which is probably the #1 now here in Southern California. If you're looking for your 50s and 60s museum items, your man cave goodies, this is the place to come to. Chad, thanks for having us and letting us have a look around your place. You've been here for a while now, and I know a lot of the tourists come here, so tell us a little bit about your place.
You know what, this mall's been here since 1972. I've actually owned it for me and my wife now for 10 years. And we travel the country. What makes our mall so intriguing is we got a lot of guy stuff, like the man
absolutely.
Cave. We got signs, gas pumps, Coke machines,
jukeboxes, pinball machines.
You name it, we have it.
That's it, mate. That's what it's about.
And you know what? I'm not trying to get rich. I just try to buy it for a little bit, make a little bit of money, and see it go on its way. So a lot of our sales are to people that resell stuff.
Sure.
You know, here in California, and it's funny because nobody tells anybody about us.
That's right.
Because it's kind of like
they're
the
too
hidden
scared.
gem.
That's
yeah,
right.
Exactly. So
they're protecting their own backyard, mate. That's what it's all about.
That's totally. So you know, I know we get a lot of business. People come on with a Pomona car swap meet.
Yeah.
People go to Vegas or Barrett Jackson. They always come in here. They're always buying stuff.
Yep.
So you know, we need some of that Aussie money.
The Aussie money's not doing too great at the moment.
I know. We still need it though.
Oh yeah, and we're happy to spend it. And I just picked up a beautiful early 50s Hawthorne bicycle that you picked up out in Kansas of all places.
I got that literally about 3 weeks ago, and I pulled it down. It was an old salvage yard, like a recyclable place.
Yeah.
And someone must have recycled it probably 20, 30 years ago, and it was hanging up in the building there, and I was able to get my hands on it. And
a true American barn find.
Yeah? No, that is.
Yeah, I agree.
That is.
I agree.
And a matter of fact, the same guy that I got this from, about 2 years ago, I brought back 40 old bikes, that every time his dad would get a bike, he would throw it in this old boxcar on his property, and, you know, I was able to buy all 40 of them, and as soon as I brought them back, I probably sold half of them within 2 weeks. You know.
Well, I've never seen anything like that, and I've got probably a dozen bikes back in the museum, and that's a ripper, and it's going to look great.
Yeah.
But mate, we appreciate you being here and giving us the chance to come and have a look around. And for you Aussies and Kiwis and anyone else coming to Southern Cal, come and say hello to Chad. Great guy. Look after you. Don't be frightened of asking him for a deal. This guy is the deal maker when it comes to the antique malls.
Yeah.
Cheers. What a good idea for a car show promo. Look at this, Ronnie. Blast from the past. Oil can. Food for thought, you guys in Australia, for a trophy or promotional piece on a little oil can. Perfect. Talking about oil cans, I've got nearly all of these in the museum, so there's nothing here that I don't think I've already got. There's a nice old Mobil. Well, here's something you're not going to see every day, certainly in Australia, but look at this old girl. Still 100% complete. Got that old vintage sound on the wind back. You can buy this for $48.95. Pretty amazing piece. Well, here's a nice old throwback to the good old days. Someone's pride and joy, their ice skates.